Greetings everyone, Miracle Chaos here, and I am going to make a video about creating a square of Mercury. This is a video that I promised a while back. I created a video on calling on Mercury whenever you're doing divination using a pendulum, and I referred to using a square of Mercury whenever you're going to call on Mercury and doing that. And I had promised I was going to make another video about how to create that square, and I have not done it yet, so I apologize. I'm going to do that now. And I will add this link to the description of my other video. So let's talk about what a square of Mercury is, why you would want to create one, how you would use it, etc. First of all, you're going to create it and you're going to use it whenever you're using your pendulum to work divination. And what it does is it calls on the god Mercury to help you to seek answers outside of things that you get from your subconscious. Anyone that's practiced a little bit with a pendulum and has just picked it up and tried it has found and seen, most likely, that your subconscious automatically gives you answers that you know. But what about things beyond that? Well, you can call on Mercury to assist you. And so I want to show you how to create a square of Mercury. The first thing you want to do is you want to take out a piece of paper and or have a piece of paper, preferably in a square shape. Now, some people may want to use expensive parchment or something like that. It really doesn't matter as long as it's a square of paper. I have mine written down on a little notebook page that you can see I tore right out of the notebook and I put it into a square shape. Now, this paper you're going to use to create your square of Mercury. So let's talk a little bit about who Mercury is. Mercury, also known as Hermes, Thoth in the Egyptian tradition, Odin or Woden by the Anglo-Saxon traditions. Mercury is the god of sky, the god of air. He's the messenger god. And a witch should call on Mercury for assistance when they're going to work divination. And the way you can do that is you can meditate upon Mercury to call upon him. Or maybe an even easier way to do that is to create a square of Mercury. So what a square of Mercury is it is a table written on a piece of paper, and it's 8 rows and 8 columns, or let's say 8 columns and 8 rows across. So it has 64 numbers in the squares. How does this help you to connect with Mercury, you may wonder? Well, when you create a square of Mercury using these numbers, it is a signaling device. It's like a telepathic phone number to connect to the spirit of Mercury. And so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take a piece of paper, and the first thing you want to do is you want to exercise that piece of paper. You can use salt water and incense. You can use sage, any kind of incense that's used for cleansing and exercising. So you want to do that. And then the next thing you want to do is you want to write 8 columns and 8 rows. So you're going to have an 8 by 8 square. And inside of these squares, you're going to write certain numbers in order. Now, you have to write the numbers in certain squares. And what it does is it creates a table where all the numbers in any column or row going straight across, straight down, diagonal from here to the top, they all add up to 260. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this up, and what you can do whenever you're ready to create this is you can actually pause the video here, take a look at my square, and you can see how the numbers are laid out and what order you want to write them in. Now, if that didn't work for you, the other option you can have is just go to Google and type in Square of Mercury numbers and click on images. You will find all kinds of images that have all the numbers. So you want to write those numbers out. Now, when you create your square, you want to write the numbers in order. So you're going to write 1 where it goes, 2 where it goes, 3 where it goes, all the way up to 64. As you do this, you're going to focus in your mind on Odin or Thoth or Mercury. Focus on his image in your mind, and as you write the numbers, you're going to chant, Mercury, grant me your favor, or Mercury, be propitious. I hate that word. Be propitious to me, which means grant me your favor. And so I find it easier to say, Mercury, grant me your favor. Once you've created all those numbers and focused and said that mantra as you write all the numbers, once you get to 64, what you're going to do is you're going to take your finger on your right hand, your main finger, and you're going to do 3 crosses over the page and say, so mote it be. Now this is, that sounds like something the church would do, and it is true. It does have a church tradition, the Catholic Church or the Christian Church, but that is actually, that particular thing, the so mote it be, and the sign of the cross 3 times like that, actually has pagan traditions that go way back before the Christian Church. So then you're going to want to take your Square of Mercury, fold it up, and it is charged and ready to use. Keep it in a box or a silk bag, a new one. Don't put it in an old one. This is the silk bag I keep mine in. And I keep it in a box with all of my divination stuff. I also use this whenever I scry with my crystal ball, as well as whenever I do divination. Whenever you're ready to do divination, use your pendulum, take this out, look at it, and as you do so, again, repeat that mantra. Mercury, be favorable to me. Mercury, give me your wisdom. Mercury, give me clarity. Say something like that, or those things. Focus. Look at your table and look for number 1, 2, 3. It'll take you a couple minutes. The first couple times you do it, it's a little taxing. But once you do it a few times, it gets a lot easier. 1 through 64, after you've done and you've created that in your mind, or you've said that in your mind, that mantra, Mercury, give me your favor. Mercury, give me your clarity. You're going to take it, you're going to set it out next to you, face up, before you do your divination, and it will really, really help you in getting those clear answers during divination from Mercury's favor. So that's it, how to create a Square of Mercury. I will add the link to this into my other video where I talk about using a Square of Mercury to get clarity during your divination work with a pendulum. Take care, everybody.